You have been eating healthy food your whole life, and your hormones are still a mess. Mood swings, bloating, irregular periods, skin breaking out, exhaustion even after 8 hours of sleep. And nobody can explain why. Here's the thing that most doctors don't tell you. Some of the foods marketed as healthy are literally working against your hormones every single day. I'm going to show you exactly which foods are doing the most damage, why they mess with your hormones specifically as a woman, and what you should be eating instead. Because this isn't just about feeling better, it's about understanding what your body has been trying to tell you. Let's start with why this even matters. Your hormones control basically everything. Your energy, your mood, your weight, your skin, your cycle, your sleep. They're like a group chat between your brain and every organ in your body. When one hormone goes out of balance, it starts affecting the others. Estrogen goes up, progesterone drops, cortisol stays high, thyroid slows down. It's all connected, and food is one of the biggest things that influences this system, for better or for worse. Every single meal you eat either supports your hormones or stresses them out. So, if you've been dealing with symptoms that nobody can explain, the answer might literally be in your kitchen. Let's get into the 5 foods. Number 1, conventional dairy. Not all dairy, but specifically conventional dairy. The kind that comes from cows that were given artificial hormones to produce more milk. And before you say, "But I need dairy for calcium," stay with me, because this one is really important. Here's what's happening. Cows that are raised in large commercial farms are often given synthetic hormones like recombinant bovine growth hormone, or RBGH. These hormones are used to increase milk production. But when you drink that milk, or eat that cheese, or have that yogurt, those hormones don't just disappear. They go into your body. And for women especially, this is a problem. One of the biggest issues is that conventional dairy naturally contains precursors to estrogen. This means it contains compounds that your body can turn into estrogen. If you already have high estrogen, which many women do without knowing, adding more of these compounds can make things significantly worse. High estrogen in women is linked to painful periods, heavy bleeding, PMS that makes you want to stay in bed for a week, breast tenderness, mood swings, and in more serious cases, conditions like endometriosis and fibroids. A lot of women also have a hard time digesting dairy in general, which causes gut inflammation. And here's something most people don't know. Your gut is where a lot of estrogen gets processed and removed from your body. When your gut is inflamed and not working properly, your body can't get rid of excess estrogen efficiently, so it just keeps building up. What to eat instead? If you love dairy and don't want to give it up, switch to organic dairy from grass-fed cows. It's not perfect, but it has less synthetic hormones and a better fat profile. Or try plant-based alternatives like oat milk, coconut yogurt, or almond-based cheese. For calcium, leafy greens like kale and bok choy, seeds like chia and sesame, and canned salmon with bones are all excellent sources. Number 2, refined vegetable oils. This one is sneaky because vegetable oil sounds healthy. It has the word vegetable in the name. But canola oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, corn oil, and cottonseed oil are some of the most inflammatory things you can put in your body. And inflammation is one of the main things that disrupts hormones. Here's the problem. These oils are extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. Your body needs some omega-6, but in the modern diet, people are getting way too much of it and not enough omega-3 to balance it out. This imbalance creates a state of low-grade chronic inflammation throughout your entire body. Inflammation directly affects your cortisol levels. When your body is constantly inflamed, your adrenal glands, the little glands that sit on top of your kidneys, are under constant stress. They keep pumping out cortisol to try to manage the inflammation. And when cortisol is chronically high, it steals from your other hormones. Your body actually uses the same building blocks to make cortisol as it does to make progesterone. So when cortisol is always high, your progesterone drops. Low progesterone means anxiety, poor sleep, irregular periods, and mood instability. These oils are also unstable at high heat, which means when you cook with them, they oxidize and create compounds that are toxic to your cells. And many of them, especially canola and soybean oil, come from genetically modified crops that are heavily sprayed with pesticides, which are known endocrine disruptors. Endocrine disruptor means something that messes with your hormonal system. What to eat instead? olive oil for lower heat cooking and dressings, avocado oil for higher heat cooking, coconut oil for baking, butter or ghee from grass-fed cows if you eat dairy. These fats are stable, they support hormone production, and they don't cause the same inflammatory response. Number 3. Soy products. Specifically processed soy. Okay, soy is controversial, and I want to be careful here because not all soy is the same. Whole fermented soy like miso, tempeh, and edamame is very different from processed soy. The problem is that processed soy is hiding in almost everything. Protein bars, protein powders, meal replacement shakes, plant-based meats, crackers, cereals, and thousands of packaged foods. Soy contains compounds called phytoestrogens, specifically a type called isoflavones. These compounds can bind to estrogen receptors in your body. For some women, this isn't a huge problem, but for women who already have estrogen dominance, meaning they already have too much estrogen relative to progesterone, adding more things that act like estrogen can make symptoms worse. Thyroid function is also a concern with soy. Soy contains compounds called goitrogens, which can interfere with how your thyroid absorbs iodine. Your thyroid needs iodine to make thyroid hormone. When it can't get enough iodine, your thyroid hormone production drops. And thyroid hormones regulate your metabolism, your body temperature, your energy, your hair growth, and your mood. Women are already 5 to 8 times more likely than men to develop thyroid problems. So this is something to take seriously. On top of that, the majority of soy in the US is genetically modified and heavily treated with glyphosate, which is a pesticide that is also a known hormone disruptor. What to eat instead? If you want plant-based protein, try lentils, chickpeas, black beans, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, or quinoa. These give you solid protein without the hormonal complications. If you love soy, stick to organic, fermented forms like miso or tempeh in moderation. Number 4, alcohol. I know this is one nobody wants to hear, but we have to talk about it because the science is really clear on this. Even moderate alcohol, we're talking 1 to 2 drinks a few nights a week, has measurable effects on women's hormones. And women are more vulnerable to alcohol's effects on hormones than men are because of how our bodies process it. Here's what alcohol does to your estrogen. When you drink, your liver has to prioritize breaking down the alcohol. While it's doing that, it can't do its other job properly, which is processing and removing excess estrogen from your body. So estrogen builds up. Studies have shown that even moderate drinking can raise estrogen levels significantly in women. And we already talked about what high estrogen does. Painful periods, PMS, mood swings, breast tenderness, and higher risk of estrogen-sensitive conditions. Alcohol also directly disrupts your sleep cycle. Even if you fall asleep easily after a drink, your sleep quality drops significantly in the second half of the night. You get less deep sleep and less REM sleep. And poor sleep keeps cortisol elevated the next day, which again suppresses progesterone. Then there's blood sugar. Alcohol spikes your blood sugar and then causes a crash, which creates a cortisol and adrenaline response to bring your blood sugar back up. This blood sugar roller coaster is one of the most underrated causes of hormonal chaos in women. What to drink instead? Sparkling water with lime, herbal teas, kombucha in moderation, or drinks made with adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha or reishi if you want something that feels a little more special. If you're going to drink, keeping it very occasional and sticking to one drink makes a real difference compared to regular use. Number 5. Conventional meat and processed meat. Similar to conventional dairy, conventionally raised meat, especially beef, chicken, and pork from large commercial farms, often comes from animals that were given growth hormones and antibiotics to make them grow faster and stay healthy in crowded conditions. When you eat that meat, you're getting small amounts of those synthetic hormones. Over time, with daily exposure, this adds up and contributes to the overall hormone disruption many women experience. Processed meats like hot dogs, deli meat, bacon, and sausage have an additional problem. They contain preservatives called nitrates and nitrites, which have been shown to affect thyroid function and create oxidative stress in the body. There's also the high omega-6 content in conventionally raised meat. Animals that are fed grain instead of their natural diet have a much worse fat profile, high in inflammatory omega-6, low in anti-inflammatory omega-3. Grass-fed and pasture-raised animals have the opposite ratio, which is what actually supports your hormones. What to eat instead? If you eat meat, Choose organic, grass-fed beef, pasture-raised chicken and eggs, and wild-caught fish. These are higher in omega-3s, lower in inflammatory fats, and free from synthetic hormones. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are especially good for hormone health because omega-3s are used to make hormones and reduce the inflammation that disrupts them. Here's the thing about all of this. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to throw out everything in your kitchen tomorrow. That's not realistic, and extreme restriction creates its own kind of stress, which is also bad for your hormones. What does make a difference is small, consistent changes. Swap the canola oil for olive oil. Choose organic dairy when you can. Read the labels on your protein bars and snacks to see if soy is hiding in them. Cut back on alcohol a little and see how you feel after 2 weeks. Choose better quality meat when your budget allows. Your hormones didn't get disrupted overnight, and they won't heal overnight either. But every good choice stacks up, and when you start to feel the difference, better sleep, more stable mood, less pain around your period, clearer skin, you'll understand why this matters. Your body is always trying to come back into balance. Your job is just to stop putting things in it that work against that process. If this video helped you, watch this one next.